From the Fantasy Formula podcast, we are going to discuss track limits and penalties. So, if you are new to Formula One, or if you've been watching for a long time, you will notice that the cars tend to spend a lot of time off the track, especially coming out of turns. You'll see them get multiple tires off the track and then continue driving. And the reason this happens is because the rules state that so long as you keep one tire on the race surface, you are on the track. The rest of it can hang off and it's fine. And the rule is that if all four tires go beyond the white line, so if they can see the white line between your tire, any part of the white line between your tire and the track, then you are considered off the track, and that is a violation. The FIA uses lots of tools to look this up. They have cameras pointing everywhere, especially key corners. They have GPS to track the car's positions. They have some have pressure sensors in certain areas of the track. And I haven't validated this this bit of information since last year, but some tracks are looking at going towards GPS, side GPS to AI cameras to sense if a car has gone off the track, and if so, then it alerts the steward, and then the steward manually reviews it to see if it really was an infraction, and or if there's an extenuating circumstance, and then we'll handle it accordingly. And the reason why it is such an issue is for, first off, they want to try to make the shortest way around the track, and some tracks are very artificially twisty-turvy. And if you didn't have rules stating you couldn't go off the track, well, then rather than going left, right, left in a chicane, I could just go straight, hop over all the curbs, and it would be better. So they don't want the drivers to do that. And the other one is, when you're going through a turn, you have to balance the more you turn the wheel, the slower you have to go, otherwise your car will start to skid. So if it's a really sharp turn, I can basically take the turn, enter with half my car off the track, exit the turn with half my car off the track, and I just artificially widened the turn so I could stay going faster. So racing drivers in general will push the limits, because that's where all the time is. So, but sometimes they push beyond it, they get off the track, and the big thing they want to make sure is whether or not the car gains an advantage by going off the track. As soon as a car repeatedly goes off the track to try and gain an advantage, that is a clear violation, and especially if they get off the track to pass, then they have to give that position back. There's a whole lot of different rules in that. But what we're looking at is just straight, no, you're not necessarily gaining an advantage, you're just leaving the track out of a turn or anything like that. For your first three violations, there's no penalty, but the driver can receive a black and white flag, which is a warning, an unsportsmanship conduct warning. Unsportsmanlike conduct warning. The fourth violation, you get a 5-second time penalty. Doesn't matter where on the track you are. The fifth violation, you get a 10-second time penalty. 6 or more violations, you could possibly get penalties like a drive-through in pit lane or a stop and go. And if you're an extreme or repeat offense, you could get a black flag, which is a disqualification, potentially. What are some notable track limits, penalties, and controversies? Well, in the 2023 Austrian Grand Prix, there were over 1,200 track limit violations recorded in that race. Drivers like Lewis Hamilton and Sergio Perez and Carlos Sainz, Lando Norris, and they all had penalties. And Aston Martin even protested the results, which led to multiple penalties being applied even after the race had ended. Another race was the 2021 Portuguese Grand Prix, where Max Verstappen's pole lap was deleted. He lost the pole after running wide at turn 4, and he put all 4 wheels beyond track limits. His lap was deleted, which allowed Valtteri Bottas to take the pole instead. In 2023, Qatar had a really harsh enforcement. Harsh enforcement, I should say. The FIA imposed strict track limit rules, which led to multiple time penalties for drivers, including Lando Norris and Sergio Perez. Some drivers got 30-plus seconds of penalties post-race due to repeated violations. And then there was the 2022 U.S. Grand Prix, where Sergio Perez did escape a penalty. He ran wide at turn 6, but the FAA determined he did not gain a lasting advantage, unquote. So he did not receive a penalty. And this, of course, made everyone freak out because other drivers were penalized for other track limit violations that appeared less egregious. So do track limits matter? Well, they prevent drivers from gaining unfair advantages by cutting corners. They ensure fair play and help keep the race within the desired circuit. And tracks with high-speed corners like, Austria and Silverstone and Qatar do have more strict enforcements. But I'll leave it up to you to decide. It's something that's a controversy every year because, like I said, as soon as there's rules, the tenths and hundredths and thousandths of a second are found in the margins of those rules. Well, I hope this little analysis was fun and it helped. Please be sure to check out all of our other content and get caught up on all things Formula One and Fantasy Formula One related before the teams lock. Cheers.